showered in praise. Moses, how are you, sir?
Yeah, good.
Loving the look, loving the vibe. Talk us through this, mate.
You know what? It's ain't even mine, it's my brother's.
Yeah.
I didn't really pack no clothes. And he was like, I've got a few bits for you, so, I've got to look good.
That's a lightweight though, son.
Looks good, especially for this weather.
Let's bring in Frank Warren here as well. Moses was just on the stage, and Steve Bunt said he's the first one so far that's gone up there that looks like a star.
Oh,
Look at him. It's $1 million.
In all fairness, a safari suit mentioned, please, Dad. You don't mind me saying so. That is blinding, that, son.
Well, when in Saudi.
When in Saudi.
Frank, special talent here, special opportunity for Moses to shine on a big, big stage.
Well, he's fought here before, and he made a big impression, and I'm sure he's going to do that again on Saturday. He's the one they're all looking at to be the next guy, and. The main event on Saturday, both the guys are well in their 30s now. I don't know how long they're going to be there. But in the meantime, he's got to keep doing what he's doing, which is learning, keep getting in fights that he can get experience from, and when the time's right, he'll fight for the title.
There's very few heavyweights, Frank, under the age of about 26, let alone anywhere near his age.
There's none in the top 10.
Exactly, they're all like, they're 29, 30, up to 40. But 38s and 37s is standard.
So there you go. So you got, Moses, you got Daniel. There's quite a few. There are some youngsters there. Yeah. There's some, quite a few Brits as well. So there's some great fights to be made down the road. But it's all about learning your trade. Still a teenager. We've been 19 4 months ago, so he's got a way to go yet.
Man boy, I called you that earlier.
Man boy.
Boy man.
Moses, let me ask you this. Does any of this faze you? I mean, you boxed on the Battle of the Baddest undercard. You're boxing on this one, perhaps the biggest show of all time, some are calling it. Any of it faze you?
No, not really, because I feel like when I do kind of look at it from like, wow, I'm on this big stage, maybe that could be my last time I am on the big stage. So I kind of have to push it to the back of the room and then do my job. And then after, be like, yeah, I've done something big. That's
a good attitude to have. That's a great attitude to have. That, but you do seem made for it, Mose. I mean, even when when your interviews are only okay, now their interviews are really good. There's still that star quality, bro. They're not. No, listen, the last one was cracking. I couldn't believe. No, like, quite seriously.
I'm trying my best.
It's just like you. It's just like you're loving every second of it without, you're not being flashing.
Growing into it. And that's what's happened. It's his trade. That's what he does. It's his profession. And he's embracing it and doing what he has to do. He knows it's not just about the fighting, which is the most important thing. It's about everything that goes with it. And he's a sensible guy. And he's got a good team around him. A good manager, his brother in there. It's a really, really good team. And between them all, they're doing a fabulous job. But the man who's getting in the ring, who's all about, he's doing an excellent job. He's doing a brilliant job there.
Thank you very much. My head's getting big already.
Moses' first title fight on Saturday night.
Yep.
What does this mean? I reckon you'll end up winning probably about 40, 50 belts in your career anyway, but the first one.
By the time he's 21.
Hopefully, it's the first of many. And just want to be on big cards like this, be on big stages, and win titles. It's for my country, for my family, and just for everyone. You know what I mean? Maybe I can put on a show that people can enjoy and say, wow, I watched him for his career. And that's what I just want to do, give the fans the best fights.
Do you get that sense? Do you fancy that 60,000, 70,000, 80,000?
100%.
Do you really feel that's what you'd like it, you'd love it, and you deserve it?
100% one day.
Frank, this fight,
big fight mentality. Big fight mentality, son.
Look, there's some great fights there. I've got to be honest with you, if it weren't for the fact that he's not fought, I don't mean gone 10 rounds, but he's not fought or trained for a 10-round fight yet. If he'd have had a couple of them, me personally, we'll have to discuss it obviously with Francis and Moses and the team and that, I would have no problem fighting for the British title now. I'm telling you, I would not have that's our conflict. But I want to see him train and be in training for a 10-round fight. Know what he's got to do. Because, it doesn't matter who you are. At the end of the day, somebody you're going to clip them and they're not going to go. That's boxing.
That's the reality.
That's every fighter who's ever been. So it will happen. So he's preparing. He knows what he's got to do. He's a consummate professional. He's got new training camp, new trainer now with Ben Davison. So he's very enthused about him. So it's all gelling. Everything's coming together, and we've got to keep him busy. He's got to keep winning, obviously. Keep him busy, and you know, his ambition might come off. He might, you know, who knows in the next year. See where he's at.
Next year, easy. We've got about 38 in front of him at the moment. 3 years. Come on.
Listen, the way he's performing and the reports you get back from the sparring and the people he's sparring with is excellent. I mean, everybody he works with all come back and they speak they give volumes of praise for what he does. But the real thing's obviously in the ring. That's where he's got to do it, and I'm quite sure he will do it.
Let me ask you this, Moses. You've been in Camp Fury. He brought you in for sparring. So you've had all of that advice, that kind of experience. You've now got Anthony Joshua. You're being trained by the same trainer as well. These have all the makings of a kind of future heavyweight king here. Are you kind of appreciating that you're getting all this kind of knowledge?
You've said it all there. Like, I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be in the position I am. There's a lot of fighters around this world that don't get the opportunity I got, so I'm definitely grabbing it with both hands and I'm trying my best to make the most of it.